Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Where ain't no joke?
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times where they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Hurts to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Devin White able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
The quick feet by Jackson. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. Broken tackle. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He is tough to bring down, Jameis Winston. Yeah, Charles, I remember calling a baseball game of his. He played baseball at Florida State, too, and you saw his legs, tree trunks sprayed in to those baseball pants. I said, how could anybody bring this guy down?
And that's part of the beauty of his game because he has that toughness, that thick body. He may not beat you sprinting, but he's real sharp with his mind, and he knows how to get away from people.
The throw over the middle taken in. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Jameis to throw it. There's Evans again, complete. And the Bucs are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. 2nd quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
It's a big one now.
Jameis Winston taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And that'll make the score 14-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 to score as they regroup with 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. The keeper there good for about 9, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And Howard stopped short. He didn't get there. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Here's Jackson to return. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. On 1st and 10, Winston. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 65 yards. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And it's now 21-0. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Throwing is Hurts. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Hurts. And that's complete to Sanders. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw again. Airing it out deep for Smith. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. With it is Jackson. And he's out right at the 25.
Let's go, baby.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Winston. Shrugs him off. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. And Succop will put this one right through. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
So we have reached, due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Here's Jackson. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Dancing to his left. Bearing this one out for Evans. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down. He'll buy some time right. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Here's Winston. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Jameis Winston, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bucs are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. That is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And not enough on the throw that time as that one is incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is down to 24. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Come on now, let's bring it home.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
A nifty move on the run, but ultimately stops short of the goal line down at the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. 3 tight ends up front here, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. On 1st down, Hurts. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 2nd and 10, Hurts. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he's got this down to the 35. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Left side here to Sanders. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
54, right there, 54 miles.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now.